it was a lunatic competition. It's a tough competition, and it takes no prisoners because it's 3 days in a row. And if you're not in shape, and if you're even slightest bit banged up, that show will eat you alive. Like it is a no holds barred, like 3 days in a row. Like it is technically an amateur show, but it is a tough show. Like if you think, oh, I'm just gonna go to World Strong, I love how people just come in, because I was the same, just like, all right, I just want to get to the final. You've got no idea what is waiting for you across 3 days. Like one slip up and you'll get seriously hurt. Like
I can imagine like the pain that your body must be in from a single event, just from doing one discipline. The pain, because you, like say you were doing the truck pull, where you're giving it 100% for the whole, however long it takes. How long would it take? 20 seconds?
A truck pull between 30 and 40 seconds, yeah.
To maximum exertion. I mean, if you think about Usain Bolt, his whole career arrives at 10 seconds of running in the Olympics. And
how heavy is he?
Maximum force, right?
Yep.
And he must be in pain after that, you know, like, and for you to be putting maximum exertion on pulling a truck down a track
15 times 3 days.
yeah, each one. The pain must be unbelievable.
Well, on the third day, like this is what you need experience to do well at UKs, is because you need to experience that third day. You can't do well until you experience that and know that that's coming. Like that, the pain in the third day when you get out of bed, man, that. You better have your head screwed on at that point, because you're like, at any other time of the year, you're like, I'm not doing nothing today. Like, this it's an accumulation of 2 competitions now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you've definitely gotten banged up. Like, I always come into UKs, like, I was quite lucky. I was smart in my training and things like that. I always used to come in really good shape. I used to come in, you know, low injuries and very well rehearsed in some of the stuff that I thought I'd be bad in. And that's where I really focused on, just the stuff that I would be bad in. And by that alone, I sort of swerved a lot of injuries, you know, but there was a lot of static guys that got hurt in the moving stuff, and then there was a lot of small guys, or some small guys that got hurt in the heavy stuff, you know what I mean? So
when you're looking at your competitors coming into the UK's strongest man, if someone comes in new, right, there's some new blood in there. It's the first time
to see them on the third day.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to ask you. Like they have no idea. Is that what you're thinking?
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see that face on the third day, just to beat you with a smile. Right, mate, how's it going today? Tired? Well, they see you with a smile and they just think, oh man, what an a-hole. But yeah, I know how you feel, mate. I'm feeling the same. It's just I've got a smile and you don't.
Yeah. Well, you know what to expect, you know, and I think, I mean, I can compare that to boxing, because when you're in the gym and you're sparring, it's quite hard, right? But then when you go to fight, it's 100% maximum effort for the full duration. And the other guy's going to do that as well.
And now you've got adrenaline too.
Yeah, but when you know it, when you've experienced it, the next time round, you know what to expect. It's going to be, you know, it's hard. It's the hardest thing you're going to do, right? And just accepting, like you are going into the last day, accepting that, okay,
it's going to suck.
This is how hard it's going to be and how painful it's going to be. But I know I'm prepared for that. Whereas a guy coming in on his first rodeo, he's just not ready for the last day.
No, I was. The first time I was in UK's was in 2015. You remember the first time I started squatting and deadlifting regular was the end of 2013. So I'm a year and a half into this now, and I'm now find myself at UK's Strongest Man, and that's why I will profanely remember, because even getting to the final of UK's Strongest Man is difficult. Just like, if you're an amateur strongman right now, it's definitely in your head, I want to try and make it to the final of UK's. That's a massive achievement. And I managed to do that in my first year, and it was because of that I was way out of my depth. And you wake up on that third day and you're like, what the hell is this? It honestly literally felt like you've been punched and kicked in the guts, and your legs are just like sort of numb. And this is 2 days now, and because I was out of my depth, it wasn't just like, oh, I'll do good here and I'll be able to pick up points. No, it was just like, let's go. You've got to push. Let's try and just get out of day one. And I got out of day one. And then day two comes around. Well, you're in day two, so let's try and get to the final. And try and get to the final, you've spent your reserves. They're gone. And you wake up and you got nothing. Your CNS is gone. Your central nervous system, it's gone. Like, getting out of bed and picking up your phone is difficult. Like you're just like, oh, you know, when you've had like a super hard day at work, or you've been working in the garden or something like that, and you wake up the next day and you're like, oh my God, it's like one of those. It's like that, and it's like, I got to do this shit again. I gotta go again. I gotta go for another 5 or 6 events today.
How did you get on the last day?
I was last in the final.
Okay.
But I still making it to the final in my first year. I was still 8th in the UK. Like it was, I didn't.
And you gain pretty valuable
knowledge.
valuable knowledge from.
That was the biggest thing that I took away from every show. I just tried to learn from every show, but I learned because I got to the final in my first year. I was like, man, I can work on that now. Like I'm prepared for some of the stuff that's going to get thrown at you, and it's sort of where like the whole try not to let event changes bother you.